Hello everybody, good evening. Welcome to Officers Adda 247. I hope that all of you are preparing religiously for your examination which will be conducted in May 2025. JAIIB May 2025 first exam is of IE IFS that will be held on 4th of May, and today is the session for IE IFS only. Till now we have covered 8 classes in the RAFTAAR series. Today is the 9th class and a very important class, I would say, because today the questions which we will be discussing will pertain to a very important chapter, that is infrastructure. So let's get started. The questions are there, you have to solve the questions, and one thing which I expect from all of you, if you have already studied these topics and have made notes out of these topics, then do add whatever things you feel are new from this particular session, because then only the session will become fruitful. Otherwise it's like you are attending question and answer format of a particular session. Okay, so as I always say, this is a 1 marker, and for 1 marker our aim should be that we must be able to solve 1 marker questions within 30 to 40 seconds. So take your time and try to solve this particular question. Okay, so 30 to 40 seconds, the time which you can take and which you must take. Within that time frame only you must answer this particular question. Question is related to somewhat the infrastructure investment program. Along with that, it is also mentioned that this particular program which is being asked in the question is from the PM Gati Shakti plan. Okay, so if you understand, or if you know, you have already read about the PM Gati Shakti plan, then this is a very easy question. IABF will ask you the questions in this particular format only. They will try to give you bulky statements, big statements, but you need not to worry if you have covered end to end all those important topics. So let's solve the question and try to read this particular question as quickly as possible, because ultimately your reading speed will determine whether you will be able to scroll through all the questions of IE IFS or not in the final exam. So the question says, India's largest infrastructure investment program with more than $100 billion, it is incorporated under the PM Gati Shakti plan. Government is developing various industrial corridor projects as part of National Industrial Corridor Program, which is aimed at development of futuristic industrial cities in India, which can compete with the best manufacturing and investment destinations in the world. Which of the following government initiative best describes this description? So, as I was saying, if you know about the PM Gati Shakti plan and you know that which is the India's largest infrastructure investment program, then you need not to read the entire passage. You can answer this particular question by only reading the first line, where it is written that it is the India's largest infrastructure investment program, and it is what? The Bharatmala Pariyojana. Option C will be the right answer. Okay, so when we talk about Bharatmala Pariyojana, some quick facts which we can which we must know regarding the Bharatmala Pariyojana. It was approved by Government of India in 2017, and the Bharatmala Pariyojana will cover exhaustively the entire network of roads across the country, improving the connectivity and reducing the logistic cost. Logistic cost will be reduced. How? The logistic cost is directly dependent upon the goods which are being loaded from one destination and unloaded in the final destination. Now, when you have good connectivity, the number of network roads will fall down. Ultimately, your logistic cost will also go down. And the total length is 34,800 km under the Bharatmala Pariyojana. Okay, it has been incorporated under PM Gati Shakti. It is the India's largest infrastructure investment program with more than $100 billion. Okay, so try to solve maximum questions like this only, because statement based questions will be asked in this year's IIBF examination. Every year they ask, but this time we can expect the same trend. So this question, 0.5 marker, try to solve it as soon as possible. Hardly it should take 5 seconds. Okay, very simple question. If you have read the unit number 5, then this is a very simple question for all of you. Quickly try to solve this question. We have limited time. See, such types of questions will be asked in the examination, but once you know the concept, you will be able to answer these questions while reading the line only, reading the question only. Like here, India's ambitious renewable energy target is for achieving dash from non-fossil sources by 2030, non-renewable energy sources by 2030. So what is the target? The target is 500 gigawatt. Option number A is the right answer here. These questions, either you know them or you don't know them. Fine, you cannot just eliminate, because here the numbers are involved. You must know the specific numbers. Option A is the right answer. Here you can see what are all components are there when we talk about the renewable energy. Basically, it talks about solar, wind, hydro, biomass and waste to energy. These are the major 5 components when we talk about the renewable energy. And what is the target made by India? It has an ambitious renewable energy target of achieving 500 gigawatt from non-fossil sources by 2030. Now, many a times you will find that the target year for various initiatives, various government initiatives will be 2030 only. Why? Because these are in line with the sustainable development goals, and sustainable development goals will expire on 2030. So before that or by 2030, you must achieve all these aims. Fine. Next question. Quickly, 0.5 marker again. Tarang Sanchar is the topic. Okay, so Department of Telecommunication under the public-private partnership model launched the Tarang Sanchar, a web portal for dash. What is the basic aim of this initiative known as Tarang Sanchar? In Hindi, the waves, which we call waves, they are known as Tarang. Sanchar means the spread, okay, spreading of the waves. So what will be the correct answer here? Whether it is providing the broadband connectivity, sharing the information of EMF, emission compliances, or various applications like e-health, e-education and e-governance, or all of the above. Now, I want to highlight this thing, since we are solving this type of question only. Whenever there is this particular option, all of the above or none of the above, many of us think that we must tick this particular option. Why? Because most of the time this is the right answer, but in case of IIBF it is no longer true. Okay, IIBF can follow a very tricky path and trap you in such kind of options. So don't get trapped and focus on the keyword only. Tarang Sanchar is for electromagnetic field emission graphs. Okay, it studies how many EMF waves are there in your area and what is the impact of these waves. So correct answer will be sharing the information on EMF emission compliances. Option B will be the right answer here. Okay. See, When we talk about the communication infrastructure, here you will see 2 or 3 important points. One is that the FDI cap has increased to 100%. Earlier it was what? 74%. Second, that in 2020, Government of India approved the PLI for large scale electronics manufacturing. Fine, PLI, your performance link, production linked incentive scheme, or you can say a performance linked initiatives also. All these will include the electronics manufacturing also. Important point, Tarang Sanchar. It is what? It is a web portal first. Secondly, it shares the information on the mobile towers and EMF, electronic magnetic field emission compliances. This is the portal Tarang Sanchar. When you will type in the Internet Explorer, you can see or visit this portal and click on the information on electromagnetic EMF. Right here you can find the EMF waves, the compliances area wise means the regional data will also be provided based on the district, state, cities, like this. Public private partnership is the model which is being followed under this Tarang Sanchar PPP model. Fine. So basically what I am trying to say is you must cover important topics end to end. Do not leave anything when we talk about the important topics. Okay, what about this question? Again, 1 marker question is there. Time which you should take, it should be between 30 seconds, 35 seconds, not more than that. Question says, which among the following is the aim of AMRUT? Aim of AMRUT. If you know the scheme AMRUT and you know the full form of these alphabets AMRUT, then you can easily solve this question. It being implemented by the Government of India. Fine, Government of India has implemented the AMRUT initiative. What is the main aim? In AMRUT, U refers to the urban, fine, urban, and R refers to the rejuvenation, fine, rejuvenation. So, to transform the urban living condition through infrastructure upgradation or rejuvenation, whatever you want to call it, and urban living is there directly related with the AMRUT mission. So, option B will be the right answer. Okay, yes, this is the AMRUT mission, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. It was launched on 25th June 2015 and AMRUT 2.0 was launched on 1st October 2021. These are some of the important facts which you must know apart from the full form of AMRUT. Okay, try to solve this question as soon as possible, 5 to 10 seconds max. So DASH is aligned with 2030 agenda for sustainable development via SDG 4. What is SDG 4? It is one of the sustainable development goals provided by the United Nations. So if you know what is SDG 4, what is the goal when it comes to number 4, then you can easily solve this question. SDG 4 is for what? It is for the literacy rate, for the education. So here you can directly answer as option C, National Education Policy 2020. Fine. Option C will be the right answer. Here the important components of your National Education Policy 2020 you must know. They are the 5 pillars: access, equity, then we have quality, affordability and accountability. The policy is in line with the 2030 agenda for sustainable development. This is very, very important. See, if you do not know about the aim, objective of all these initiatives, then there is no use of reading this particular unit. Fine. This unit is filled with so many initiatives, but do you need to know everything? No, not everything, but aim, objective and basic purpose of all the initiatives you must know. Okay, like here, the National Education Policy has the objective to transform India into a vibrant knowledge society and global knowledge superpower. Okay, apart from that, there are certain important points which you must remember from this slide. One is this one: 100% gross enrollment ratio must be there. When we talk about the preschool to secondary level, 100% gross enrollment ratio means what? It means simply that all the children, all the students who fall under this particular age group, that they can be admitted in preschool or the secondary level school, then there must be 100% enrollment. No child, no student of this age group should be left out, and the aim is to do this by 2030. Fine. Then we have for higher education, this was for 100% was for what? Preschool to secondary level. Then higher education also we must target. The aim is 50% gross enrollment ratio, but till when? Till 2035. So these two you must remember. Chances are there that question can be asked. Okay, next question. Yes, ESG 0.5 marker. Again, it will hardly take 10 seconds if you know what is the full form of ESG. So ESG stands for what? See, if you know the full form of ESG, then there is no need to read the first two lines. Just skip the first two lines and quickly move on to the last line, which says what does the E stands in ESG. So nonetheless, let's read the first two lines also since we are practicing. So ESG is considered as a modern dimension of corporate social responsibility. This is a fact which you must know. Okay, although it is written in the question itself, but you must know that ESG falls under this particular obligation, fine, CSR. It refers to the factors which determine the long-term and ethical impact of the business investment. Long-term and ethical impact, fine, long-term, that is the keyword here, and ethical impact of business investment. See, ethical impact, so one might think that ethical is written here and it has the ethical impact. So let's mark A as the right answer. But unfortunately, the correct answer is option number B, that is environmental. All of you must answer what is the full form of E and S in ESG. Okay, option B is the right answer. And for E, it is environmental, S for social, G is for governance. And what it entails to the CSR initiatives. These two things you must remember while studying the ESG. Fine. Now let's move on to the next question. Very, very simple again, 0.5 marker question, a fact-based question. These types of question, whether you have read these questions or not, you can answer these questions only when you remember. Okay. One thing is you are reading. One thing is that you remember. If you remember the fact, if you remember the data point, then only you can solve such questions. What will be the correct answer here? The question says that 2017 National Health Policy we are talking about, it has the objective to increase the life expectancy at birth from 67.5 to dash by 2025. Now you might think that this is an old policy, 2017 National Health Policy. Then why we are solving a question based on this policy? Because of this particular year 2025. We are sitting in 2025 and the target year was 2025 for the increase in the life expectancy at birth. So correct answer for this particular question is option number A, that is 70 years. You have to increase the life expectancy at birth from 67.5 to 70 years. And were we able to achieve this? Yes, we have long in 2022-23 only achieved this target. Fine. So this is important, that National Health Policy of 1983 and 2002 were the initial two policies, health policies in our country. After that, the 2017 policy came into effect. And the important thing was this 2025 life expectancy, 70 years, and the health expenditure, which must be increased from 1.15 to 2.5% in 2025. Okay, what about this question? Family planning. We are talking about the family planning in dash, in which year? Fine, you have to answer the year. In which year India became the first country in the world to implement a national plan for family welfare. Family welfare. National plan. All of you who are watching this video live, do comment in the chat section your answers, so that I will be able to understand where the students are making some sense, and whether you are able to know what is asked in the question or there is some doubt. Keep on responding as much as you can. So, which year India became the first country to implement the national program for family planning? It was immediately after the constitution was written, that is 1952. In 1952 only we became the first country to implement national program for family planning. Okay, here it is written in 1952. And what are the two keywords for family planning? First, it must be targeted towards stabilizing the population. Population control should be the major aim. Secondly, to provide the quality health services. Both these you can say objectives clubbed together will form the essence of concept of family welfare or family planning. Now this question you must solve, a very lengthy question I would say, but again if you know about the important topic of PM Gati Shakti, then this would be a cakewalk for you. Try to solve it within 1 minute, not more than 1 minute. So time's up. Let's solve the question. The question says, which of the following statements is are correct regarding the PM Gati Shakti? So first statement says the launch year. It talks about the launch year and the month also. So it was launched in October 2021. So October 2021 is the launch date of this particular initiative, that is PM Gati Shakti. Next we have rupees 100 lakh crore has been earmarked with the aim to create world-class infrastructure and accelerate the project completion and reduce the timelines. So absolutely right. The initial funding was 100 lakh crore and the aim was also to create world-class infrastructure. This model has been developed as a digital master planning tool. Digital master planning tool by Bhaskaracharya National Institute for Space Applications and Geoinformatics. So yes, again this is also right statement. Bisaj N is the name of the institute which developed it as the digital master planning tool. 2000 km of railway network to be brought under the Kavach. Yes, Kavach means the anti-collision system. 400 new generation Vande Bharat to be manufactured. This is also right. Now here the keyword is manufactured. Okay, manufacturing will be done. The running will be done. The final heads up will be given or not, it is not mentioned. 100 PM Gati Shakti cargo terminals for multimodal logistics to be developed. Yes, multimodal logistics, 100 such terminals will be there for the cargo. Contracts to be awarded through public mode only for implementation of multimodal logistics parks at 4 locations. Now these 4 locations are the major locations in our country, and for multimodal logistics park the mode will be public private partnership, not the public mode only. Fine, so it should be PPP model. Okay, so that brings us to the 2 wrong statements, that is statement 1 and statement 7. Second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth statement are correct. So the correct answer will be, yes, option C will be the right answer. Second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth statement only. Okay, so if you have marked C as the answer, then you must add 2 marks in your scores. Okay, option C is the right answer here. It is C. Fine. Some description here, Kavach anti-collision, and you must see that here PPP mode will be the final mode for implementation of multimodal logistic parks. This question is the last question for today's session. Solve it within 10 to 15 seconds because we have solved the first question in this particular way only. Find the type of question which we solved, the first question, it was more or less similar to this particular type. Okay, there I have told you that you must read only those lines, not the entire paragraph, which you think are relevant for solving the question. So do not waste your time in reading the entire paragraph, just focus on the keywords. And this particular practice you must maintain in the actual exam also. Fine. So question says, the Union Finance Minister in Union Budget 2022-23 announced National Ropeways Development Program for improved connectivity and tourism development. From this line only you should be able, you must answer the question, because here it is written National Ropeways. Okay, this particular keyword should be in your mind when you are reading about the infrastructure, various infrastructure pertaining to the MORTH, that is Ministry of Road, Transport and Highways. Tourism development will also be there. The scheme will be taken up on PPP mode, public private partnership mode. Ministry of Road, Transport and Highways, MORTH, will be the nodal ministry. And the question is, which of the following initiatives best describe the above initiative? So the correct answer will be Parvatmala Pariyojana. Option A will be the right answer. Fine. Pradeep, option A will be the right answer. Na, Bharatmala Pariyojana is not the right answer. Okay, we are talking about national ropeways from one hill to another hill. Okay, this is hill 1, this is hill 2. One ropeway will be connected so that the passengers can cross these hills. It will do what? First, infrastructural development will be there, connectivity will be high as compared to the earlier scenario. Second, it will increase the tourism, because if you also visit the hilly areas, what do you prefer? Some activities you will prefer, and this is also one of them. Okay, so correct answer is option number A, Parvatmala Pariyojana here. Parvatmala, improved connectivity, tourism. This is the keyword which you must remember, connectivity plus tourism. And the official name for this particular project is National Ropeways Development Program, to improve the connectivity in hilly areas here, like this. You are sitting in one pod, second pod is here, just enjoying your tourist destination. Fine. Okay, so this was it for this particular session. If you liked the session, do press the like button and share this session to all your peers, all your colleagues, all those people who are interested in knowing something new about the Indian economy. Fine. Okay, so any doubt you can just ask me. Any doubt. In case you have any kind of doubt, you can just ask me. In the meantime, let me just remind you that we have launched various batches for English medium audience, for English medium candidates who want the content delivered specifically in English medium only. So earlier we launched Vision batch, which started from 8th of Feb. Now from 8th of March, you will be able to enroll in a fresh batch, which will be the last of its kind on 8th of March. 8th of March will be the orientation class, and the enrollments have already begun. So do visit our website adda247.com and enroll yourself in the courses. What are the offerings? That is the question which is being asked by many of you. So you will be getting 400 plus hours of live classes. Along with that, along with the live classes, you will be getting the recordings also. Some modules will be covered via recordings, some will be covered live, okay, in the selection batch. 150 plus test series and 150 plus ebooks will also be provided. Plus we have a provision, the in-house provision, where you can interact with the respective faculties through various platforms that you will come to know once you enroll in the courses. Okay, so on that note, let's conclude the session. If you have any doubt, any query, you have watched this particular video in the recorded format, then do let me know what all queries you have in the comment section, and I will reply to all the queries as soon as possible. Okay, so keep on learning, keep on changing your preparation level towards qualifying the examination. Fine, modify your preparation level daily basis. Incremental changes must be there so that the final aim of qualifying JAIIB May 2025 is being accomplished by all of you. All the best.